I already miss Adrian.
Wait. Oh, fuck. No, we're on.
Hey?
Did you want to tuck in your guts first?
You're dying to say that.
Yeah, we're waiting all day.
Yeah.
Bring back Adrian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Adrian's been caught up in a drug trafficking ring.
Addressing the elephant in the room. Jake's wearing a blue shirt.
Yeah. And he looks like an elephant because he's a fat guy.
Will you please don't offend fat people? I did that last episode.
You don't like the new shirt?
No, I do like it. How would you describe it?
Blue.
Very blue. Brings the
Very
colour
oversized. Did it say oversized in the description?
How many X's could they fit on that label?
No, I actually went in and I was like...
Oh, you bought it in person?
Oh,
You didn't have to order it in parts?
but it was like up heaps high. I was like, oh, can you give me one of them? Double XL. Because I'm a big fat cunt.
It's when you got to like order parts and then zip it all together at the end.
Yeah.
It's like a
And then
Meccano
I
set.
thought it was only going to be like $30 and then they charged me 80. So now I've got to get the most use out of it.
It's like tracksuit material.
Does look thick.
It's thick, man. So thick. You sweat through it so easy.
How many times you worn it now?
Twice.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, tune in next week.
How high was it? How high was this shop?
What do you mean?
Like, how many layers of clothing did they have?
Just two, but it was like up heaps high. Why does it matter?
I'm trying to understand because you keep saying heaps high.
You're the guest and this seems to be the only interesting thing you have to talk about.
It was pretty high. I couldn't reach it.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, when should we start the episode?
Started 45 minutes ago.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. We had to go do that gay little thing of Santa photos this morning. And we've never had a good Santa photo.
As in public Santa, sit on my lap.
Sit on my
photos.
lap. Today's
Did the kids get to do it too?
is probably the worst. Both kids didn't want to go near him, so it was fucked. And I saved the photo on my laptop just to show you guys. One sec. I'll start recording the screen so we don't fuck up again. So basically, kids are screaming, blah, blah, blah. We do a couple of poses, and then they go, I don't know why they did this, but they're like, oh, Dad, you put your arm over Santa and give him a cuddle. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. But Santa's decided to lean like towards Nikita and Westy. So now I'm like fully reaching out for Santa, trying to like bring him in. And this photo looks like I'm trying to rape Santa. You ready? Where is it? And I look so happy as well.
It's not that bad.
Look how depressed Parker is.
Parker's like, what's Dad
Fuck
doing?
this shit. Look, Santa's like, get the fuck away from me.
Also, as bad as you think it felt.
It felt pretty bad when we were Nikita even cut herself out. Look, no kid's happy to be there. I'm fucking stoked.
It is the worst family photo.
It's pretty bad, eh?
Your goatee looks way thick there. Like,
Thanks.
It doesn't look... I suppose it is pretty bad now.
Use beard oil.
Jeez. Oh, like I've got it, and I like don't really use it anymore. Went through a phase. But so after we took the photos, Nikita had to go and like view them on the screen to see if she wanted more taken. So we're sitting there, and Santa goes, "Oh, early day for you, Dad." And I'm like, "Oh no, this is a late one." He goes, "What do you do for work?" I'm like, "Oh, cabinet maker." So I build kitchens and stuff like that. And he's like, "No way." And I'm like, "Oh, are you a cabinet maker?" He's like, "Oh, sorta." He's like, "I was like a wood machinist."
I need new vanity in the sleigh.
How's this for like the scariest Santa moment ever? He goes, he like leaned down to Westy. He goes, "Tell Dad to stay away from the spindle moulders," and peeled his glove back. Oh, he's missing a fucking chunk out of his thumb. And I'm like, what the fuck? Calm down, Santa.
Santa's an amputee.
I was like, this is not good.
That's mad nightmares for the kids,
Yeah.
though.
And then he just like didn't acknowledge the kids at all. He just kept talking to me about like machinery and furniture and stuff. And I'm like, okay,
Missing body parts.
we're here for the kids.
I kept my fingers in the freezer.
They gave us these fucked up cheap Rubik's Cubes. He like reached down in the bag, gave us some Rubik's cubes. He's like, I don't know what's up with them, but they don't really work. So when you get home, just smother them in vegetable oil, and it'll like loosen them up. And I'm like,
What the
thanks, Santa. This has been great.
best Christmas ever? Yeah, I don't know. I've never. Is this at the Hyperdome?
Yeah.
Yeah, we walk past it all the time, and I just see families lined up. And sometimes they have dog days where you take your dog to get photos of Santa, and just we roll our eyes like there's no fucking way we'd bother.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, Josh would love it. The kids would love it.
We
I don't want to, so fuck it.
yeah.
I'm the biggest Grinch. I hate Christmas. Hey?
Me too. I fucking hate it. We
you don't look like you hate it. You look
Yeah, I
very
know.
excited to be there.
I'm pretty good at fake smiling.
It is a good smile.
mean-
it's a good fake smile.
Yeah.
I haven't
My whole
seen
life
it.
is faking being happy.
I haven't seen a good photo of you yet. Though.
At least you got eyebrows in this one.
Yeah, I know, it's
Yeah.
good.
Good.
No, we got to do an early session. It was fucking sick. Like before the
VIP
shops,
entrance. Come in
basically,
through the back door.
through Santa's back door. Oh yeah, then fucking. So we got the photo printed off, and how's this for fucking another moment? I got Nikita on. So we're walking through the Hyperdome, and she's flipping through the book, and she's looking at it, and she's like, "Oh, like what's up with my face or something?" So she's got this like hard copy photo, and she gets her fingers and tries to like zoom in on her face on the photo, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I thought I was on my phone." I'm like, yeah, that's so fucking embarrassing. When's your last Santa photo?
I actually got one last year.
I feel like you'd be that sort of
No,
guy.
my missus
You had a
dragged
nightclub
me-
somewhere and there's a Santa there.
My missus dragged me to go get a Santa photo.
Was that weird?
Yeah, I hated
With
it.
like-
but I'm
Were you got like the only adults in the line?
yeah,
without
and,
kids.
and it was weird because like we didn't even
You just stand next to someone else's kids. You're like,
we didn't even sit near Santa. Like Santa was in his chair. And,
Oh,
like,
'cause it
you
would've
were
been, like,
over in
COVID
the-
oh,
shit.
was that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
that was so
that
fucking
was
dumb,
fun,
man.
yeah.
It's like
I
just
think we
cancel
skipped
Santa for
last
you.
year's because of that.
Yeah, it was weird. And
I
then
feel
she's
like
Mummy
"We're
and
gonna get
Daddy,
another one."
is Santa coming down with a mask on?
I feel like you two just lining up in the line. There would have been a lady just watching from a distance with a clipboard.
Yeah,
Just
and
like,
the line was out the
watch
door.
this guy.
And it's like $40.
Only the
Yeah,
vaccinated
it's
can.
expensive, mate.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pay for Santa shit.
Yeah, you got to pay for the fucking bundle and shit.
Oh,
How do you
I
think
suppose
he gets
yes,
paid, bro?
photos,
When
yeah.
you think he's just chilling for
Sponsored by Kodak.
Yeah, he's got to
We,
try and get his thumb back.
I've got a
I'm getting that down.
a VHS recording of my like childhood mate and I sitting on Santa's lap when we were like probably 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting there just awkward as, and my mate was just talking about how good he's been, and I was getting full jealous. And I turned to Santa, I'm like, you know, he doesn't eat his crusts.
How old were you?
I was probably like around 5,
Yeah, right.
just
okay.
dobbing my mate in for not eating crusts, and then Santa's just like, okay. I'm like, that's pretty bad. Like,
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, I hated that shit. Just having to tell Santa like what you want for Christmas and everything.
Do you remember when like you realized Santa wasn't real, or
What do you mean?
oh fuck,
Jake went
it's been
last
30
year.
something years.
PG-13, mate. We're PG-13.
I don't.
It's never
I don't remember like the moment.
the moment. It's
I
just
don't-
something gradual.
Yeah.
It's like 9/11. You find out it's not. Yeah.
yeah, I figured it out.
How'd you figure it out?
Because Santa gave me a DS for Christmas. My mum bought me the games, like from her.
Yeah, yeah. I think
And I was just like,
I think we were a little bit like that as well.
yeah.
I remember Dad's hand. I remember Dad filling out any excursion form. He wrote in capitals all the time.
Yeah.
And whenever Santa wrote my name on anything, it was from Santa, but it was always in capitals. I'm like, that's just a bit sus. Dad and Santa went to the same school.
And they touched my dick the same.
What?
Fucking hell. So you don't have like a particular moment?
No, there was
just
nothing.
kind of
like
just
that.
worked it out one Christmas morning. But I didn't say
Christmas
anything.
morning.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I'm like, this doesn't
That's
make
the
any
saddest
sense.
Christmas.
But
ever.
I was like 11. So like I should have already knew.
I
But I
remember,
was just
I
like,
don't remember how old I
dumb.
was.
I remember getting my first BMX bike for Christmas, and I was probably like 10 or 11 or something. And it was like my first real bike, not just like a fucking Big W training wheels thing. It
Yeah.
was a Huffy, and it was
Shit.
chrome.
That's
Like
sick.
having something shiny was sick. And I remember I found out before because I really wanted one, and told my parents and shit. And they're like, "Oh, if you're good, maybe we'll get one." And I was like, "I'm raiding the parents' cupboard." So when they went home, I opened it up and I saw the cardboard box with Huffy written on it. I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm getting a Huffy for Christmas!" And then I like closed the cupboard. And then it was like a good month before Christmas. And then I was just paranoid for an entire month thinking, what if they like got it for someone else? It wasn't for me. Maybe it's for my friends or something. And I was just, of course it wouldn't have been, but I was so paranoid that it wasn't going to be for me.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and I was just like, fuck yeah, had to act surprised. But yeah, ruined the surprise.
Did you enjoy your bike that day?
The Huffies, bruh.
Huffies, bro.
Back when Huffy was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, was Huffy ever good?
I don't know.
It was like Redline was like the top bike, wasn't it? Was it
I don't
Redline?
remember Redline.
I don't know, but I just like, went to my dad's last night, and they have next door's kids' bikes in the room where I was sleeping.
Why?
I don't know, but this bike looked so good.
What was it?
I don't know what it was, but man, BMX bikes have come a long ways, especially
Yeah.
since you were a kid.
I remember having
Ash had plastic spokes.
with the little colour things on them. They go I used to put
My
pegs
dad
on
had fucking years, man.
tassels and shit.
Yeah. The card in the back brakes.
Well, I've got a little for Josh. I bought him it was the smallest bike we could find. It was a what's that fucking Paw Patrol.
Yeah, yeah.
Had the training wheels on it, the blue one, and it's got like I think it's called a gyro. Is it a gyroscope? Where the handlebars spin all the way around and the brakes don't get tangled up.
Yeah.
Back then, to have a bike with that on it was like,
crazy.
holy shit, can you afford that? But it was just like, it went from your handbrakes and the fucking wires went straight down. If you stacked it and tangled them up, you'd like fuck your brakes up. Now they just come standard with a gyroscope.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I think it's called a gyroscope.
It sounds.
Gyro or some shit
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I think Gyroscope was a band.
It was a band.
I like that band.
You don't like them?
I do.
Oh, okay.
They're fucking sick.
They are sick.
so do you guys watch much fighting outside of like UFC?
Just like in the street and shit.
No, like the other. I don't know what the other ones are called. I
Bella-
think- is it
Bella-
Like
Bellator and-
boxing or MMA or
MMA, like yeah.
Oh, like a little bit.
So
are you
is the
talking about?
PFL like a proper league?
Yeah, it's a proper league.
Did you see the guy in it?
The Australian guy,
The big buff dude.
the guy that won it.
Every fighter.
I don't know, man, but he picked this guy up above his head, man, and slammed him.
Who was it? PFL? Professional Fighting
Professional
League.
Fighting League.
I've heard of it. I've never watched anything other than MMA because I don't have time.
I don't know what his name is, but
Is it like a recent
He
one?
looks like a bodybuilder, like a straight up Mr. Olympia.
James, Google. PFL, Mr. Olympia. Jake.
Fucking.
His racial profile is African American.
That doesn't help me at all. Yeah, see if something.
Would it be in
I
like
don't
a
know.
recent
I don't know. I
one?
seen it on Facebook.
Was it?
but
Yeah, was it recent?
I think so. I'm not too sure. I seen it on Facebook. Like,
If you can find
and
it,
if he's like,
Send him
he's
the
in
link.
the PFL, surely you can get him in the UFC. Like,
get him on the podcast.
Well, did you see the guy that won the heavyweight one?
No.
no,
Is there any of these? Bubba Jenkins.
I don't know. I'll find it. and
So
I'll
we have a
send it
rule.
to
If
you.
you can't find it in 15 seconds, we
Yeah.
have to stop.
I'll click on this one. Tell me if this is it. No.
Nah, he's
All right.
he's dark.
That was alright. That was a good one.
That was all right.
Yeah, I didn't think it was real, man, because it looked like a movie. Like, it looked fake. It looked like WWE.
Next time you come to the table with something,
Yeah,
have
I
some
know, I
fucking
thought it would
facts.
come up.
Get your links
I
together.
thought it would come
motherfucker.
up.
Nah, so the guy that won the heavyweight one was in the UFC, then got cut, and then apparently had 2 cracks back. You know Dana White's Contender Series he does?
Yeah.
He had 2 cracks at that, but then Dana still wouldn't sign him. So then he signed with the PFL and he just won their like fucking heavyweight tournament or whatever and won $1 million.
That's all right.
So
Well, is
now
he
everyone's-
Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
So now everyone's like, get him back in the UFC. But I'd be like, fuck you, Dana.
Are you going to watch Bear Man fight tomorrow?
I'll try to. I think we're
What is that? A
going on a journey.
journey? You're
Yeah.
finally hitting those mushrooms.
Yeah. I wish. Now we're going to Applethorpe.
To where?
Applethorpe?
Is that next to Sandthorpe?
Apparently it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I made that joke, and she's like, "It is near Stanthorpe." I was like,
Oh.
"Okay."
So it's a common joke.
Yeah.
So it's like an apple farm next to Stanthorpe?
I don't know. There's some sort of Christmas farm out there or something.
Christmas farm.
It sounds terrible.
Sounds festive.
It's gonna. I think it's like 6 hours of driving.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
enough
on
to
a
say,
Sunday.
fuck that.
Yeah,
On
I
a
know.
Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Who has 6 hours on a Sunday? Does this Sunday even go that long?
Shot not driving Monday
Do you
morning.
want to come? No, you're definitely driving Monday. What were we talking about before Applethorpe?
PFL.
Don't worry, there'll be lots of Applethorpe statistics
So what-
next week.
Bring
What
us
do you,
back
what
a
do you do?
sample.
Do you like make baubles and stuff out there?
I really don't know. I said that to Nikita. I'm like, to
Pick
drive
apples.
this far, is there anything we haven't done before? And she's like, I don't think so.
Basically, they make us pick apples for them,
Yeah.
and
No,
they don't pay us for it.
She's like, there's real Christmas trees. She's like, there's real Christmas trees, and apparently you can like pick one. And I'm like, but we're not getting one. And she's like, yeah, but we can look at them. I'm like,
Fuck yeah.
6 hours to look at Christmas
Yeah.
trees. Nah.
have you guys been to the reindeer farm?
Nah.
That's in Brisbane. That's pretty sick. I had my doubts about that.
I feel like fatherhood's got it in for me. I've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. Just delete Facebook off
Oh,
Kate's phone and you'll be fine. What just happened?
Chair broke. Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to do any lame shit, so.
Fuck yeah.
So 6 hours driving on a Sunday.
Not bad, eh?
It'll probably be worth it.
Probably will.
I don't know.
Oi,
There's a lunch.
He'll probably enjoy it.
Apparently we had to RSVP to the lunch. And I'm like, what is this lunch? She's like, I don't know, it's some cafe I had to book into. I'm like, so we had to RSVP to a cafe in Applethorpe for fucking like a chicken and lettuce sandwich or something. And they even called her this afternoon because apparently they're like booked out. So it has to
Oi,
be good.
So there'll be heaps of people there, and you'll make heaps
Yeah.
of friends, and you'll have heaps
I
of
hope
people
so.
to talk to.
Oh,
Just make random conversations
Sounds
with
awful.
people.
Are you driving?
Wait, that sounds
who
good.
else is going to drive? Yeah, I'll be driving.
Catch an Uber. Where's
It's
Stan?
expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's Stanthorpe?
Yeah. Is
I don't
that
know.
sounds close, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Played some amateur footy down there though.
Fuck yeah.
It was also the first place I saw snow. Lot of connections in Stanthorpe.
There's snow up here.
Down there it does. I think it's like right on the border.
Out west, doesn't it like
Yeah.
west of Queensland snow.
But it's not like snow. It's like
Frost.
a couple of patches of little fucking...
Thick frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen snow.
Haven't you?
True.
Nah. I've seen the beach, that's about it.
I saw snow for the first time on my honeymoon. So in 2000, written on my wrist in 18.
Same.
Oh, if you don't have
So cute.
Roman numerals on your wrist, you're so lame.
I know. It's so sick. Yeah, I saw it first time in grade 7. We went on like school camp for the snow.
Yeah, well, I was meant to do that, but we were poor. So
Yeah.
I didn't get to go on the excursion. I was like year 10. Everyone was like, oh, it was the best trip ever. Oh, sorry.
I can't
Come
hear
on,
you.
Jake. Jesus Christ.
Comfortable.
This is like your 10th episode.
Yeah, I know.
You need mics that bend into you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just saying.
nah, okay. I'll look into it.
Maybe when the ad sponsors come in, you can.
Yeah. I'll ask the financial administrator tomorrow. I'll say Ash has a request.
Nikita.
Oi, how we're talking about reindeers and shit before.
Mm.
Have you guys heard of that new movie coming out? Cocaine Bear.
Mm-mm.
Haven't you?
What's it called? Cocaine.
Cocaine Bear. So it's
Is it like the sequel to Ted?
nah. So it's loosely based on a true story of a bear that found a fucking massive shipment of cocaine, ate all the cocaine, but in real life it fucking died like from an overdose.
Yeah.
But the movie, they've turned it into like the bear finds the cocaine, eats it all, and just goes on like a day like killing spree.
Fuck yeah.
But it looks a little bit like Sharknado-y.
Yeah.
Do they have the trailer?
Yeah. I'll play a little bit.
A bear did cocaine.
Is that Johnny Knoxville?
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was far.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
What a fucked up concept for a movie that way.
That's awesome. Is it meant to be comedy or horror?
I don't know. I think,
A comedy horror.
yeah, I think it's going to be like a thriller with comedy
Yeah.
behind it.
Like,
I feel like.
What was the one with the inbreds that lived in the...
Oh, Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a comedy
That
horror
was-
to me.
yeah.
To me, anyway.
The first one was a little bit scary, and then, because they ended up making so many of them.
Yeah, I remember watching
And
the
then-
first one. I don't remember laughing, but my friends were laughing so hard, and I was like, should I be laughing? Maybe I should do some drugs too.
I remember in like the third one, it had like two of them having sex, like the two inbred people, and I just like found that hilarious.
Have you guys ever seen Bad Boy Bubby?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
I haven't, but I've heard all about it.
Oh, so
the gist.
I showed my missus the other night, and like I'm sitting there laughing, and she's sitting there like, Jake, this isn't a comedy movie.
It's like, Jake, this is normal.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there like, maybe it's not a comedy movie. And then we had to search up. It was a black comedy, but man, that movie is messed up.
Dark comedy.
It's yeah.
Doesn't he have sex with his mum and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if first 15 minutes, man, is the weirdest concept to a movie I've ever seen in my life. But
Yeah.
like, it's really funny though. Like he does some funny. Like he gets his cat, he puts cling wrap around it, and he's just sitting there and like kills it, and he's just holding it like shaking.
That's fucked, eh?
Fuck yeah.
It's on Netflix. Watch it.
I had a mate at high school, and he like he didn't brag about it, but he made it common knowledge that he cut his cat's whiskers off and then put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. And like he was telling this story,
That's
like,
fucked
oh,
up.
this is fucking, check this shit out, and like everyone was just like, what the fuck?
That's where it begins.
Yeah, don't fuck with cats.
Anyway, when he's late to school, leave the room.
What's he doing now?
It's a veterinarian.
Nah.
This cat needs 6 seconds of radiation.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no, worst shit I ever did was we used to go to the half pipe at Windaroo. Just like, there was this giant goanna, and we were just like chucking little rocks and pebbles at it and shit, trying to get it to move. And I decided to throw a big stone at it,
Oh.
and it landed on it. And I felt like shit for like a few years after that. I was like, I killed a goanna.
It's pretty fucked, eh? Yeah. Not much rattles me, but one night I was driving to gym, probably like 8 years ago, and I was like flooring it down the hill just around the road, and I just saw this cat run out and just ran straight under my van, and like I heard me hit it. Yeah. And so I've like turned around to look for it, couldn't fucking see it anywhere, so I've kept going to gym. I got like halfway to gym, and I was so rattled, I'm like, I have to go look for this cat. And I like couldn't find it. I came home to Nikita. I was like so upset, and she's like, it's gonna be okay. Like, so then she came to help me look for the cat. We couldn't find it, and then next morning on the Facebook community page, someone had posted, found this cat in my garden. Unfortunately, it's dead. If anyone knows anything, and I was just like,
There's so many
roll.
like thumbs up.
Yeah, laughy face.
There's so many like feral cats.
Yeah,
If I ever see like whenever when you just see dead animals on the road, I always look to make sure it's not like a cat or a dog. Because if it's a cat or a dog with a collar,
Yeah.
I'll pull over and I'll like take the collar or something. After my experience with my missus when the whole dog
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
happened,
yeah.
refer to early episodes. Yeah, it's fucked up when it's like someone's like pet. Yeah.
I'm not a big cat fan though.
Me either. I hate it.
I hate cats. I'm not a big fan of any animal. I only like dogs.
That's an animal.
I only like dogs, man. Everything else like creeps me out.
What?
I don't know. Like bugs, man. I hate bugs.
Yeah, I don't like bugs.
Bugs, cockroaches. Oh.
About the same time they killed that goanna. my mate and I were just, I don't know, we would have been like between 10 and 15, I don't know. We're at his house and we had a grasshopper. And you know, one of those, I probably shouldn't be saying this. So it feels like shit.
You're already too deep.
Don't clip it. But a fucking, you know, those egg slices? I didn't do it. I watched him do it and I was just like, okay, that wasn't worth the crunch. But I mean,
End clip. What the fuck?
it's a bug. We kill bugs every day. What's the difference between me killing that and a cockroach?
The way you did it.
Oh, fuck.
But how do you want to do that?
Yeah. That is
You're
pretty
a bad
bad.
person. Nah. Was it like satisfying?
I kill at
It
least.
takes so much planning and preparation to do that.
We'll catch it.
You knew what you were doing.
Yeah. I didn't do it though. I was part of the plan. I was just. I'd suck in the court of law.
Oh, fuck. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I feel like shit even just like mentioning it.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Anyway,
I wouldn't have been able to get close enough to it though.
how's the weather?
Was it like satisfying? Like chopping
Was it a praying mantis or a grasshopper or something? I don't know. It was one of the bigger ones. What's the bigger ones? The big lanky ones that scare you?
Yeah, praying mantis or stick insect.
Stick insect, that's the one.
Oh, so sad.
So innocent. They're
yeah,
the most innocent
exactly.
bug there is.
Their whole purpose
And they do the
is
little
just to look
shaky
like a
thing
stick.
when they're on you. They do
Yeah,
the shaky
when they're
thing.
nervous, they
They're
shake.
like, I'm gonna do this. Anxiety bugs.
Fucking hell. That's next level, eh?
Yeah.
Can you please get me a drink, sir?
Could you get me one while you're there as well, please?
Oh, we're gonna need a toilet in here soon, I think.
Better microphones, toilet, aircon.
Maybe a bin one day.
Aircon would be nice.
Would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You're a good man.
Maybe if you weren't out there spending $80 on shirts.
Shut up, man.
Shut up.
I don't have like anything else to put my money to.
Better shirts. Ooh.
Ooh, that's heavy, eh?
Like
Did you say fuck you?
you. I said like you.
Oh. Did you see, I don't know why this is such a big news story. It's like super obvious. But the Liver King got like found out for being on steroids.
Yeah.
Have
That
you
was
heard
obvious.
I know.
Yeah, that was obvious from the get go.
Everyone's flipping out about it.
Who cares?
I know, the cunt's fucking more jacked than anyone. But what I found crazy is he was spending
That's unnatural.
yeah,
Pure
10
liver, man. All I eat's liver.
10K a month on steroids.
That's a lot of steroids.
It is, isn't it?
But to look like that, why not? That's like
Yeah, but like
that's
not good
that's
for you.
That's
toy
not good,
figurine body structure, eh? Like,
Yeah. So he, I
How-
guess
Did he get leaked?
the only thing on it is he's always been like, I've got this physique just from fucking living primal.
Oh, he's a fucking actor. Like,
Yeah.
no matter how legit he thinks he is. It's like Bear Grylls. Everyone thought he was legit.
Oh, so the next thing, do you really think he eats that stuff then?
I've seen videos of him eating.
Yeah, but like,
What do you think? He just chews it,
I don't
spits
know.
it out.
Well, it's not real.
Like, I would not eat that.
I wouldn't eat it. Fuck
He
no.
eats like testicles
Yeah.
and stuff. Like,
I mean, some
Yeah.
people can they just have the stomach to fucking eat a thing.
I think he does everything he says he does. The only thing is he fucking takes steroids,
Yeah.
greens,
Which
with
is-
the steroids.
which is obvious as fuck. Looking
Like,
at it.
if he was just a fat cunt or a skinny cunt,
Yeah.
no one would give a shit that he eats weird shit.
Exactly.
It's like go on Fear Factor and be done with it. But the fact he looks like that, people are putting the two together. Like, look what he eats and look how he looks. Maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And then,
So he's
so what happened? They leaked his.
his personal trainer leaked his fucking an email or some shit asking him for more cycles of juice or something.
Still, you don't.
I think he'd come out and said it anyway. On the
But
podcast.
he has now.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, you don't juice up and look like that without fucking crazy workouts too.
Yeah, exactly. So he's eating good. He's working out like crazy.
Yeah, and
He's
he
just
just
got
get
a little bit of help.
I get AIDS.
How old is he? He'd be like
Oh,
50
no,
something.
probably.
He looks younger than that. I reckon he'd be like,
He looks younger than that.
I reckon he'd be 40s. Take the beard off him.
No, I reckon he's probably 50-something. He's got a couple of kids and stuff.
Looking like that at 50?
He's got a sick place too, eh? Have you seen like where he lives?
Nah, I've heard about it.
It's so sick.
I like how they just put pills in it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
steroids come in pill form.
They can.
Can they?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like needle to the fucking butt cheek.
So the tablet ones are worse on your liver and like organs.
But
and
he's
shit
a
like
liver
that.
king, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Tablets bounce off. Fucking hell.
Oh, fuck, I think I just clicked something. What else did I fucking have? This one was a good one. They're just asking for the world to end.
Oh, here we go.
Have you seen that? Scientists revive 48, what is that? 48,000-year-old zombie virus buried in ice.
That's always been my thing. Like, if viruses exist, they would be frozen in like layers of, thousands of years of ice.
Yeah.
And then as they thaw ice. Well, that was always the thing, like the climate change scare is like, once the ice melts, viruses will fucking rise up.
Yeah, I suppose.
But-
But what is a zombie virus? Because I
And-
always assumed zombies were just like
It's-
science fiction.
That's the media being fucking dumb. Like, yeah. What? Okay, a zombie makes you dead and want to eat brains.
Yeah.
That's what a zombie
So what
is.
would it be? Just like a mad cow disease, basically.
They would say zombie as in the virus was dead at one point, now it's alive.
Do you reckon they have a vaccine already?
Adrian, elaborate.
Adrian, let's get him on the phone. Nah, it's just it's straight up just a clickbait thing, and nothing will come of it.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, so it got me. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm surprised you haven't brought up Kanye West yet.
It's on my list.
Oh my god! I woke up the other morning and I was just scrolling through
Let's
the
get it
news,
up.
and I went because I go from like just your mainstream news straight to the opposite end, and then I was on Infowars and I saw like it pops up whenever I go in there. It's like live broadcasting right now. I saw it was Kanye,
Yeah.
so I got the last hour of the interview, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" As he's talking, I'm like, "Holy fuck!" And I'm watching him like because he was letting them tweet off his Twitter, so I was
Yeah.
watching his live tweets as well. I was like, "This can't." It's straight up just he's self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to just make himself like, he's trying to get out of any deal because
Yeah.
he's been cancelled so much now. He's just
Yeah.
trying to get out of all of it. He wants to be just like unusable to
It's a
his
crazy
handlers.
way to go about it
Yeah.
that way. Like,
Because I've been following
crazy.
him.
Yeah.
As well, man. That's the, yeah, that's,
Because you know that podcast I listen to every day,
yeah.
Tim Poole's
Yeah, yeah.
Timcast RL. He went on that with Miley Yiannopoulos and Nick Fernandez. I don't know how to say his last name. Who's accused as being a white supremacist or whatever. So they went on there, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like this would be a good one. And 20 minutes in, Kanye just gets up and walks out because Tim Pool was just challenging him on like the shit he was saying about like Jews and shit. And he like wasn't even challenging him. He was just like, "Well, what do you mean by they?"
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Tim started to answer, and Kanye just walks out, and Tim's like, "Are you going? What's going on?" And then the other three or the other two are just like, "We gotta go check on him." And they walk out, fucking hop in the car, drive off, and get a private jet to wherever they're going. And everyone's like, "What the fuck?" So they reckon like he was
He's
just
the man, though.
He was looking.
So
Yeah,
I'm proud to say that he was my most listened to artist in a Spotify Wrapped.
so you love Hitler.
I do.
But yeah, so they reckon he was trying to use like Timcast IRL to do what he did on Infowars, but he didn't want any pushback,
Yeah, okay.
and he realized he was going to get it, so they just fucked off, and they went to Infowars, who took the bait.
Yeah, right.
And
He does need to chill out for a bit, though. I will admit that.
Yeah.
did you watch the whole thing? There was a 3-hour
Nah, I didn't watch
fucking,
the whole thing. I just saw the clips of
highlights?
him fucking...
and he was ripping on like what's his name, Netanyahu, the fucking president of. Oh, what is he? He's president of something. Anyway,
yeah.
he brings a net in, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm Netanyahu," and it was
Kanye,
so
dude.
awkward, yeah. And he's got a GIMP mask on, GIMP mask made by Valencia, or that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
kiddie porn
Yeah.
shit that's going on right now. And he's like, and like Kim Kardashian, who's her main sponsor is like Valencia or whatever, and they're like in the media now with the whole fucking child porn thing.
Yeah.
And he's like speaking out against it, how bad it is, but he's wearing their fucking mask at the same. So I don't know if that was like a complete troll.
Probably.
But
Is
try-
he still bankrupt?
he was a billionaire, and then all the deals got cancelled
Yeah.
after he started doing this anti-Semitic thing, and so he's gone down. He mentioned on the podcast that he's got like 400 million left.
It'd take a lot to fucking bankrupt him.
But the thing is, they just like fucking cancelled his bank.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if his net worth was within the deals that it's like you're worth this much due to your deals, like
I think
investments.
That is, that's
Yeah.
right.
It's not like cash in the bank.
Yeah.
And then they call him a billionaire, but that's only he hasn't got billions in the bank, sort of thing.
No, that'd be fucking including all his assets.
His
and shit
ex-wife
like
does
that.
though.
Yeah.
She's
So he's apparently he's got 400 million left.
Yeah,
and
right.
he could lose that. Like, who knows? But that must be the cash he had like at hand.
yeah, but if he stopped doing what he was doing, and just
But
go
even
back-
then, like,
just go back
he-
to making music.
yeah, even then he lays low. He fucks up all this, gets out of all his deals, lays low for 5 years, and then releases fucking his next album.
Well,
and
that's
he's
it.
back bigger than ever.
If
Like,
he's got a big political fucking because he's trying to run for president 2024.
yeah.
But like he's already fucked his campaign because look at the clips they can just
Yeah,
keep
I
putting
know.
on roll. Like it's so
yeah,
I don't know what he's planning. He's just they don't need to
He's
like.
a different character.
He is.
He's so different.
But he released text messages of his like ex handlers saying that they want to like drug him and put him in a fucking institution. He'll never see his kids and shit. And he like released the text
Yeah.
messages.
Did you guys watch that Netflix documentary on him?
No.
Oh, didn't you? No, neither.
Mm.
All right. You just know like what it's about that way. How they like he basically followed his whole journey. So he had the balls to like at the very start of his career, like when he first started making beats for other artists and stuff like that. He hired a videographer just to like film him in his apartment and like shit like that. So there was just a guy following him his entire fucking journey. So he's got all this footage from when he was doing all that. He's got footage like when he first went into Rockefeller Records with his first album. And he just walks in there. Like, and what I was going to say basically, if he's had seen it, like all through that documentary, you can see like there's something not quite right about him. Like,
Yeah, he's straight up not.
he's somewhere on the spectrum or something
Yeah.
like that. But like the balls on him just to walk into Rockefeller Records and he just like, no one will pay him attention. So he just goes into this lady's office, opens her CD player and puts his CD in there and starts playing it. And he just starts like...
It's a boss move, man.
Yeah.
That made him a billionaire.
It was so good. But even after all that, it took like another 12 months or something for Jay-Z to sign him.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck. Like, but every little step in there, you can see like something's up with him.
The way he talks, like he talks about how like the ego's bad, everyone should love everyone, blah blah blah. But then he talks about how he is Jesus, he's Christ, he's the King. Like I am
He started
the
that
most
whole
talented
fucking
human in
gospel
the
church and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Like
I'm
he's,
not. Yeah,
he's talking about buying a bank because he was going to buy legit. He was going to buy Parler, the social media company,
Yeah.
and they've cancelled the deal since. And he's still in deals of buying a bank. He's like, bank. I don't trust banks anymore. I'm going to buy my own bank. But I don't think you can do that with 400 million.
What's Parler?
It's just another social
Yeah.
media site, but it's like a fucking a free speech version of like Twitter sort of thing.
Oh, okay,
Right.
right. I don't even have Twitter, so
Me neither.
you just said you were live watching his tweets.
Oh, it's just on like Infowars.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be okay.
I don't know, man.
When he released fucking Donda, he made his own music listening device. To,
That's right.
yeah,
and you had to buy
His
it
own
to listen.
streaming one.
Yeah,
And it had like better quality everything.
and
eh?
it fucking like sold out or whatever. So that shows how much pull he's got. Like,
He's got pull, but like after this shit, like
I'm
because
still gonna.
I don't think
crank
that
it.
album was all
did
that
you-
good though.
Hey,
I don't think he's that
I don't think
good.
his albums are good. I think he's got good records.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
What's so
think
good about Kanye? What does he do that Eminem can't? Tell me.
no.
All he does is like, yeah, I'm Kanye.
He was in
I
my
rap
top
real
5 as well.
slow.
He was top one.
But like,
Hey,
what is
He
he?
was my top one.
Was he?
Yeah, man.
I think
I
he was
not-
like number 3.
I don't know if do I not listen to him enough to realize his talent.
I don't know.
Like I will sit here and die on the hill that Snoop Dogg has no talent.
Yeah, I could never get into Snoop.
No shit,
Nah.
man.
100%.
I
Honestly,
always thought the same thing, Rob. But I've been listening to a lot of old school lately.
okay.
I liked Snoop on like Dr. Dre
Yeah, like
beats and shit like that.
He can
But
actually
I could
rap.
never listen
Can he?
to.
But
I could never listen to just a Snoop Dogg song.
Bust a Snoop Dogg rap that will blow my mind right now.
bro,
Because
Young Wild and Free was.
I'm
my
pretty
childhood,
sure-
bro.
That was Nikita's
Young Wild and Free was my
That was
childhood.
Nikita's ringtone for like 4 years.
It's such a
after
banger.
the song was cool.
It's such a banger.
But I'm pretty sure, like, if I got as high as him, right? See, his problem is he doesn't ever not, like, he's always high, right? So if I got as high as him, wrote a rap, and I'm like, I like to rhyme, I commit the crime, I'm sublime, I like to rhyme, fuck yeah, that's sick. And then the next day I'm sober, and I'm like, I'd read that and I'd be like, that's fucking terrible. He doesn't ever become sober. So he reads that again the next day, he's like, yo, I got a dope track. And then that's Snoop Dogg's next fucking hit, and he sells million. Like, I guess he's talented in the fact that he can sell shit on a stick and people eat it.
Nah, man, I think I don't know. You gotta respect him.
I respect that for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when he
Yeah.
did Super Bowl last year, like he was fucking sick in that.
But if that wasn't Snoop, if that was just a no-name
I don't
doing
think
exactly that, you'd be like, who's this guy?
His lyricism's not the best.
That's what I mean.
He rhymes letters.
I guess
like he's like DL.
I give it that he was a pioneer, but you couldn't do Snoop Dogg today and make it. I guess he doesn't
It'd
hold
be-
up to today's talent, man.
I think there was a particular phase, like mid '90s to fucking like 2005, and like the other version of Snoop is like Shaquille O'Neal to me. Like he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're both like social icons,
Yeah.
and like
You put
I don't-
Shaquille,
I don't particularly-
on the basketball court right now, and it's like,
Yeah.
who's this fat cunt?
and it's like you look back at some of like you hear Shaquille O'Neal and you're like, fuck yeah, sick basketball player, shit like that. You look back at his highlights and he's just like this big guy, like huffing and puffing down the court and shit.
I guess
and he's got a
last-
few
yeah.
like highlights where he's breaking a backboard and shit like that.
he tripped and fell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't exciting to watch.
If you put Shaquille in his prime up against like just a rookie player in their prime
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
he wouldn't hold up.
Yeah.
I suppose if you put like Snoop in his prime up against like someone in their prime now
Yeah.
who's just a nobody, they'd probably fucking run rings around him.
But
It's
I think it's because they were both like characters, I guess, when the world needed characters.
and back
And
when
now-
like weed wasn't allowed, and he was just like, fuck it.
Yeah. Have you heard how Jay-Z does his raps? It was pretty hectic.
He gets Nicki Minaj to do it, then he like tones his voice down a bit.
I saw that. No, apparently he comes into the studio, listens to the beat, and then goes and sits on the couch for 20 minutes, comes up with the whole rhyme, and then just records it straight off that.
That's talent, hey.
I know.
Oh,
It's hectic.
if there
And then
was
I was
one-
like, because I heard it on a podcast, and I'm like, no way. And then same deal. I'm good for now.
No, I'm all good, thank you.
And then watched a video on him doing it. It could have been a stage video for all I fucking know, but I was like, that's pretty fucking talented.
Did you see like Juice WRLD freestyle?
Yeah,
Have you
Even
seen?
like the Harry Mack, man. Like the fact that you can do that, man, is just
nuts.
straight talent.
I remember you tried to freestyle in the truck.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
you
got
do
like
one now?
line. You got like one line.
Can you do a
out.
freestyle now?
no, man, I'm
You got
quiet.
Go. I'll give you a beat.
You got the. Sounds like you're queefing into the microphone.
No, I'm not rapping. That's for me when I'm driving home from work only.
Have you got past the first line yet?
Yeah. You don't
You
even
don't know me.
You don't know me. All right?
You don't know me, bro.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know.
Oh, don't you start rapping.
Yo. Anyway.
While we're on fucking talented cunts, how's the balls on Chris Rock?
Oh, would you?
What's he done now?
He's
Who's
doing
it?
the first live Netflix special. So it's not going to be pre-recorded or anything like that. Like whatever,
Oh, live
Yeah.
Netflix special.
whatever he does is fucking streaming straight up on Netflix.
100%.
That's pretty sick, eh?
His last one, man, is one of my favourite stand-ups.
Everyone is saying that he's
I haven't even
fucking
seen it.
on fire.
What,
Yeah.
you haven't seen his last one?
I don't think I've seen any.
Mate,
Really?
what? Chris Rock's, man,
I've seen, like-
he's-
Chris Rock is so fucking
Yeah,
good.
man, he's like... I don't know, I rate him like
He did
5, man. in my-
That was the first.
Did he do Donkey? No, the zebra in Madagascar. Yeah.
He was the
Donkey.
Donkey's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie-
Eddie
yeah.
Murphy, that's
Been
right.
through this, haven't we?
He was the first comedian that, like,
Got slapped by Will Smith.
showed me the trick that a special isn't all filmed on one night. It's like chopped between
Oh,
two
yeah.
or three shows or whatever.
Oh, that's
Because I was
sad.
watching, what's his special, like Shoot to Kill or something like that. Something to Kill. And he's in like 3 different outfits. And I'm like, it was fucking with my head. I'm like, how's he halfway through this joke and then changing outfits? And then I Googled it and I'm like, it's from 3 different shows.
If you knew you were going to edit like that, maybe he didn't, but you think you'd wear the same thing and you'd
think-
have the same backdrop and you could
So
just
that particular special was, he did it that way because he sold out, I think it was like the O2 Arena in England or something, and then like fucking whatever, what's Madison Square Garden,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then another one somewhere in the world. And
That's pretty big.
he wanted to like show that it was all 3 fucking massive crowds in one special.
You can still
yeah,
wear the same
true.
suit though.
Yeah, mate.
Okay. Okay.
Get the logistics
No, but
right.
watch Chris Rock, man.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
really good, man.
Or you email him. Just let him know you.
You look so confused.
It's like, what?
just give
Email
him.
Just watch his special.
Just give him some advice and be like, "Cunt, you did well, but like maybe next time, think about this."
Wear the one outfit.
Yeah.
I brought Bill Burr's like during COVID, he done the live through the Twitch.
Oh,
It was
really?
like $50, yeah, man. It was like one of the best shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that
Did
one.
you hear
Like,
people?
I wish
Is it
you
out now? Is like a...
I'm not too sure, but like it was actually really funny.
Could you hear
It was
people
all
laugh,
live.
Like-
No. So like all the
So it'd just be like a podcast, him ranting and you just
yeah,
laughing.
kind
along.
of, but he used like stand-up bits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, what like 'cause you go on his podcast and he kind of does like stand-up bits in it, but
Well, he
This
probably
was
gets his
more like a
stand up bits
show.
from it. Yeah.
it was more like a show than like a.
That was like when
podcast.
I went and saw Tim Dillon. It was like all his stand-up bits were like bits that he's worked out on the podcast.
Like,
So
I've
it was
heard
like-
this.
Yeah,
But
basically.
that's Theo's job, like
Yeah.
Theo Von's job.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He just does the same thing.
Yeah.
Which fucking...
It's a smart
pretty
way
smart.
to do it.
You
Yeah.
should do solo podcasts, but you have to release them, but just do it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
See what you
that's
come
where
up with.
like my like tight 5 at the moment has all come from like stories off this.
Oh.
Now Ash is going to listen back to every episode. Yeah,
So when do you reckon we can come watch a show? Like when do you
Yeah.
reckon that?
When
would
will
be
you
a
allow
thing?
us?
whenever.
To
Come
have-
on Tuesdays. I told Nikita she can come on Tuesdays.
That sounded
That's
so
like-
wrong.
That's midweek, but
She come on.
no, only on like a Friday night, so I can get like on the piss.
On Tuesdays. So what?
I got next Saturday, but
Wait. So you
I'd rather you come to the Tuesday.
I want to wait. So when's your next like 10-minute?
who's going out on a Tuesday?
So many people. I'm actually surprised
Yeah.
how many people are out during the week. I don't know if they...
Where's it at? Because I'll figure out a night to come.
Yeah, I'll
Like
come.
what's
Tuesdays is probably my last big one for the year.
what
Like
time?
This
what time
place
is it?
This place is probably my favourite venue.
Where and when?
Yeah, let us come.
It's at
Shout out.
Good Chat Comedy Club
Mm.
on Tuesday, 7 p.m.
That's all right.
7 p.m. Well, that's pretty early.
So how many minutes you got?
Don't know, I'll make it.
It's a tight 5 minutes, so they've got... If you go over your 5 there, they've got playoff music, which is awkward as fuck. I've only seen a few guys like get
You
it.
just start rapping to it, freestyling.
Yeah. So last time I was there, they were pretty lenient on me. So they've got a red light up the back of the room that starts flashing when you get to like 4.5. And I saw that thing start flashing, but I was only like halfway through my last bit. And I'm like, I'm going to get played off. But luckily the guy like who does the controls behind you has control of the music. And he let me finish.
You think that'd be like, he's got 10 seconds left of the joke, I'm going to let him hit the
That's what they
punchline.
do. They,
Yeah,
as long as the crowd is laughing with you still,
Yeah.
they'll let you keep going. But if you're bombing, then they're like, fuck, this is going to be funnier than whatever you're going to say.
yeah.
But yeah, that's a sick one.
How'd you go down south? Did you win?
Wouldn't be here now if I did.
You-
Fuck you guys.
Wait, so you've done the competition now?
Yeah.
I feel like I've asked you before and I've forgotten.
Yeah, I think you asked me at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't win.
You win.
So the guy that won the Sunny Coast one won that one as well. So he's like
Dick.
champ.
Who is
What'd you
he?
come?
Hey?
What'd you come? Is it like rankings or?
Nah.
That's all right. At least
There
it's
you
not.
go. In last place, James Risson.
The Academic Achievement Award.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if it was like a second or third prize. You know?
I got that.
Nah, there's...
Oh, sorry.
You got what?
Oh, grade 7 graduation was like the smartest cunt in grade 7 got like a
Is that the actual award? Smartest cunt.
smartest cunt in grade 7. No, it was what was it? I forgot what it was called, but it was like basically the smartest kid who got the best marks got like an award, and there was a thing for it. And then they reworded it to make it the achievement award, which was like the dumbest kid who tried the hardest, and I got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I had my mad blue Hawaiian shirt on. You know that fat photo I show you guys?
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
wearing that.
Like, yeah, that's...
And yeah, I got like the dumbest kid award.
I always got, like, for footy and stuff, most improved.
Oh, that's the saddest
It is,
trophy.
isn't it?
man.
It's
That's
so
the
bad.
saddest trophy.
I hated it.
I got like my 2 favourite medals are my times table medals. Like, so we used to do like through the year. You used to have to verse every kid in the school like at times tables, and I won it 2 years back to back.
I still can't do times tables. My 5-year-old's better at times tables than
My dad made me sit there, like, because I never used to do my homework. So he used to sit there and go, "Oh, write out your times tables like every night after dinner,
Yeah.
like 1 to 12." And then I'd start doing like 1 to 15,
That sounds like a
fucked,
cunt.
eh?
like every night.
Yeah, I can't do
No,
it.
because I was just a little terror. So like, it's like
My
do math,
my dad hung up a
Math.
and I'm shit at it.
my dad hung up like a times tables thing in the back of the toilet door from 1 to 12, all the times tables
Yeah.
up to 10. And the only one I remember from that ride out was 12 times 12 is 144. Like, that's the only memory I have of that. Like, that's the only thing that thing taught me.
Yeah. Yeah, my mum tried everything, like flashcards and shit like that, and I just couldn't get it.
Yeah, I suck at maths.
Me too,
I
as well.
suck at it. I'm alright with
So
times
bad.
tables, but
Oh,
maths.
so bad.
in
I
general.
just love how you don't have a calculator in your pocket all the time.
Yeah.
So is maths compulsory when you were at school, like in year 11 and 12?
Yeah.
because it
Yeah, you had to pick A
wasn't
math.
for us, eh?
Yeah, it wasn't
Really?
for us. Yeah.
You didn't have to do math
No,
in
you
grade 11
had
and
to
12.
do English. You could do like studies. So it was like
When I left school, I only had to do 4 subjects.
yeah, me
So I
too.
did sport, building and construction, English comm, which is dumb English, and pre-vocational maths.
Pretty sure we were just in the same classes.
Yeah,
But you didn't have to do the English and maths, but it was either do them, which I knew were both.
If you want a
Bludge.
job when you leave school, you have to have like a result in math.
Well,
and
I just
English.
knew they were both bludgers, or I could fucking do like French and geography or something.
yeah,
I'm
we
like,
had-
I'm not doing
yeah,
that shit.
it was either do maths or photography. Like,
Wait,
I would've
photography.
done photography.
I did that. I
over
fucking,
maths, bro.
I got-
You
oi.
like,
Fuck yeah.
You with the kids that like
The
look
only
at
A I
and
got.
stuff.
The only A I got.
That's fine.
You got to do some type of maths, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only A I ever got was photography / multimedia.
We never did photography.
Really?
wish
We,
we did.
we had like a full it's a dark room where you
Yeah.
have all the chemicals
Oh,
laid
really?
out and the red light and shit.
Never done that.
We'll never
I
let
took
in there.
I took a mad photo.
Of my dick.
The dungeon. Yeah, I took a mad photo and it was like, got a good mark. And then we did like the second half of the year, they have to change it up. Like they do half photography and then half multimedia, so digital photography.
Yeah, right.
And I got mad marks for that. Oh, that's right. We had to make a video. Oh, fuck, forgot about this. So we had to, what was it? It was make a video with a Matrix theme. And we had to film our sports teachers.
Never seen it.
We had to like film our sports teachers, and I had the job of like I had to do all the video editing, direct it all the shit, and I made it, and I had to make it work with like a remix of a Linkin Park song. Remember Linkin Park did Hybrid Theory, but the remix, like the techno fucking
Oh,
version.
yeah,
of,
yeah.
Anyway, so I made this fucking Matrix theme, Linkin Park shit, and I like made it all work with the beat and shit. And then the last day of bouncing it to like off, I don't know how computers work anymore, but like from file to MP3 or whatever, back then, I was away because I fucked my back when I was wagging school. I did a backflip off our wall into the pool and I like put my back out and I couldn't make it that day. Someone bounced it and it fucked the lining up of the audio and the video. And then they played it at our graduation as like part of the class award thing. And I got like this A+ fucking award and shit for it. And then, cause like for making it basically, and they fucked the entire video up and I was sitting there like sweating. I'm like, it's all out of time. And no one really knew, but I was just like, this is fucked. It was so shitty with the sore back.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So did you finish school?
Yeah.
You finished your school? Did you?
Is that surprising?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I finished school.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, but
Me either.
I
My
did.
mum made me.
I fucking hated
I
school.
was the only one in my family that's ever finished year 12. So like,
Really?
it's kind of like I had to. Someone had to, carry the family.
Yeah. I would have left in grade 6 if I could have.
Me too.
I did enjoy school though, like the social aspect of it.
I even hated that.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's the only thing I liked.
Yeah, I just did PE every day, like year 11 and 12.
I just liked the potato meat pies, and that was about it.
And now, my son's on school, just started school holidays. He's got like 8 or 9 weeks off, and I'm like, that's fucking nuts. Imagine having 8 weeks off, plus all the other holidays you get.
I remember being at school, being on holidays, and then just copying it from every adult, like, "Oh, you're on holidays again?
Yeah.
Fucking welcome to the real world." And now I'm that guy whinging to kids when they have holidays, because it's like, you cunts ever go to school?
But teachers get that off too, man. Teacher would be a great job.
I was talking to a teacher the other day. I forgot who it was, but they were like, I'm like, "Oh yeah, fucking school holidays, you get it good, eh?" And he's like, "We work most of it like planning for the next year
Yeah.
and shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, you probably do."
That's why, Westie's teachers said the same thing. Like, they've got to work a couple of weeks after they've left. But even then, like, they get all those holidays and shit, but they're sending Nikita emails at like 8 o'clock at night and stuff when they're marking fucking tests and stuff like that. So I'd hate to do that.
You're getting tests. How old is Westy?
Dude, the shit that they're doing is next level, eh? He's already smarter than me.
I was gonna say, like, younger generations probably get smarter quicker, right? Like, they surely have to.
Probably.
The technology.
Otherwise,
we've
we'd
got
never
now.
evolve.
Yeah.
Your generation's fucked.
What do you mean?
Stoner generation.
Oh, we're not.
It is pretty fucked though, eh?
Wait, are we in the same
What,
generation?
mine?
I don't know. I've never got the
I'm
generations.
Gen.
What's the gen?
I don't know. I'm 99.
Yeah, look
mate.
up the gen names, because I'm pretty sure I'm a millennial. Is that right? Oh no, you have to be born around. Fuck, I don't know. Making shit up now.
My generation's just a bunch of dumb cunts.
That's the official name, is it?
Yeah,
The
Gen-
greatest generation. I've never even heard of that.
When they get to name their own generation, right?
Yeah. So I am.
I know boomer is something to do with the war, because they come home from war and just fucked.
Is millennial and Gen Y the same?
Yeah, there's different names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm millennial / Gen Y.
Oh, we're the same generation. What year?
What are you?
born?
You're fucking like
2025.
I'm Gen Z. I'm 99.
99.
Or iGen.
Cunt, I was on stage in grade 7 with my Hawaiian shirt getting a shitty award while you were being born.
Mate, I was born in October of 99, so I only saw 2 months of the 90s.
That was legit my graduation month.
Imagine if Y2Z was real.
I
You'd
know.
have been
I
dead
would
when
have had
you
to
were
be a
one.
cabinet maker.
What if that's when the
the
simulation
brain.
ended?
Could have been.
Hey?
Y2K was when the simulation ended, and then another one kicked in, and just time
Reboot.
started again.
No, 2012 hasn't felt like very real like, since that.
What was that one?
That was
Wasn't
the-
that
that
a
was
whole
the-
heap of natural disasters?
That's
and shit
like
the
that?
end of the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
But then people interpreted it as like end of the world, but it's actually like the start of something new or some shit. I was like convinced it was going to be like, what was I think? Like the internet would crash or something. It'd be like the end of the world we are used to. It would
Yeah.
be something. But yeah, I don't think anything happened.
No. Then they just made a movie.
It's hard to go back, eh? Because I bought myself a fucking analog watch last week. It's legit taken me like a week to get back to learning the time.
Shells? You can't have the same fucking watch.
He wears
No.
it to work.
It's legit the same watch.
What? I'm not going to buy 2 watches.
Mate, you should.
How much did your watch cost you?
It was like $230.
Not the time, the cost.
$230.
Oh, okay. How much was yours?
It was like 300.
How much mine was?
But
Oh,
Zero, because I don't
This
wear a
one-
fucking watch. I have a phone.
this doesn't work.
yeah, we've been through that.
No, that was the other one.
You've got 2 watches.
I've
that
got
don't work.
2. I've got like the Tommy Hilfiger one and this one, and they both don't work.
Is there a theory between left and right hand wearing your watch?
I
or
can't
does
wear it on my
Does it
right.
not matter?
I always wore it on my right, but I always got told that was wrong.
I always heard you had to like wear it on your left, but then again, Why does it matter?
Yeah, I can't see why it
It's
would
just
matter.
uncomfortable, am I right?
It was like wearing an earring in the left or right ear. It was a cultural thing. Is it a cultural thing with watches?
I really don't know.
Are you
like
gay
watch.
having it on your right hand?
Let me fucking...
Google it. Careful. Oh, yeah, I come up with a theory the other day too. I was going to ask you guys about.
If I had a Rolex, I'd wear it on my right hand.
When do you think you're going to get a
Rolex?
Rolex?
I'm never getting it. I went into the Rolex shop at Pack Fair the
Did ya?
other day. Oh, dude.
I'd be keen to go look.
My mate went into the Gucci store and I had to sit down on their couches because I couldn't afford anything.
As a rule of thumb, most people wear a watch on their non-dominant hand. Okay,
So
that-
left hand,
I guess
So
that
you can jack off with this
explains.
hand and then look at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you had a Rollie, you'd want to see the watch going while you're having a pull.
Well, that
Oh,
explains.
I've made it.
I would take it off and just place it on the table and do it.
That explains why you'd wear it on your left because most people are right-handed.
Yeah,
Why are most people right-handed?
I don't know.
I don't
Are you
understand.
both right-handed?
Look up. Okay, Google.
Yeah, I'm right in.
Google.
Sorry.
Google left to right statistics because I'm pretty sure left-handed is a disability of some sort, or like a human deficiency
It sounds right.
or something fucked up.
I think it used to be.
Something to do with the way the brain works, obviously.
85 to 90% of people are right-handed and 10 to 15% are left-handed.
So I wonder where that stems from. Like, when you go back in evolution and like the different types of humans and monkeys and shit, like why would the right be more beneficial than being left-handed?
When you're right,
Yeah, but
Go
that's only
across.
like
Yeah,
we've
but-
only written for like
yeah.
the last few 100 years. So I don't like. I'm sure we could read all that writing up on the screen there, but fuck,
Could.
I can't see it.
I don't want to.
No, me either.
Can you highlight, press speak, and then just listen to Alexa?
Well, yeah, no, that's a lot of writing.
Let's come back tomorrow with the answers.
So it's only 15%.
left-handed.
My mum's left-handed.
That's like the same statistics as like being redheaded. Google that. Hey, you're a redhead.
I'm not
aren't you?
I'm
Googling
not
it.
fucking redhead.
You're pretty red.
I only found out like
That's
recently my grandma was redheaded.
You're redhead.
Everyone,
If I'm redhead, you're redhead.
we were stressing, so
You're Brock Lesnar.
my mum's, what do you call it? Like
Female.
her brothers and sisters.
And
And
uncles.
You got uncles and aunties.
yeah, so them, and then
Siblings.
my mum's mum. So everyone, yeah, I know, it's confusing as fuck. So let's just stick to mum and her brothers and sisters, but assume this happened the generation before them as well. Everyone had a normal haired kid and a redhead kid.
Normal head kid. Hear that, everyone?
Every family. So mum's got 3 brothers and sisters, and each one had a redhead kid and a different coloured. Yeah.
A non-redhead.
And then when we had the 2 boys, we were just fucking waiting. Parker's pretty ginger.
True.
Nothing wrong with a bit of red.
You kick back.
Makes it different.
There's nothing wrong with it. Like it's just so. It's weird that it's so rare.
Yeah.
Like
But it's
yeah.
the worst because you get shit beards. Like I have the
I have,
shittest beard.
I have a dark ginger beard. Like if you look closely at my.
That's
I got
not a
ginger in
beard.
my beard.
Okay, yeah.
In the
thanks.
Not a
sun,
beard.
in the sunlight, my beard's like a bit ginger.
No, yours is very dark. Like though.
In
like,
this dark dungeon.
Depending
even
on
in that photo, it looked really dark. You had no.
depending on the
eyes.
light, you have no eyebrows. Like
Oh, fuck, I'm never posting a photo again.
how is your beard ginger?
In the light.
It's straight up not.
We'll go out in the sunshine tomorrow.
If you can get close enough to see my facial hair, which I've been growing since grade 7, it's like dark,
Is it, do you have
dark
to shave
red,
often?
While we're talking about
sort
sunshine.
of.
Sort
Not
of.
real. I just okay. So it grows so patchy that I have to shave the patches to even it out. And wait, look closely at my mustache. Can you look closely at it? See how there's more like growth here and there's nothing here.
Yes, I can notice that.
Yeah. If I leave that more than like 3 days, I look like a fucking retard with half facial hair.
Yeah. I just get a mad neck beard. It's gross.
Oh yeah, I don't know if this is legit or not. Do you guys know much about Iceland?
It's next to
I
Greenland.
know Floki found it.
Who?
Floki.
Vikings.
Who's Floki?
Vikings.
Yeah, right.
He found Iceland.
Does it never get dark there?
I think
There's
because
like
it's
certain.
it's on the
certain spots,
polar.
I think.
So I think some seasons you get full sun because the sun just rotates on the axis.
So I saw this video, and I don't know if it's legit, but this is what it's fucking saying.
Yeah. It's like
never fucking
it's
gets
legit
dark.
always sunset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nuts, eh? Like imagine living there.
How do you sleep? You need to be one of those people that wear like eye patches.
Yeah,
What's it called? Sleeping goggles?
So
sleeping
it's like
mask.
light
Sleep
at
mask.
3 a.m.
Yeah,
That would suck,
Yeah.
man.
it used to trip me out going to like my nan's house in daylight savings, and it'd be like 8 o'clock or something, and it's still sunny.
Well, I thought it was so weird that you didn't do daylight savings.
Why?
I actually like it more that we don't do it. But why do we do it? Like, why did New South Wales do it?
I hate the fact that we don't do it. Like, not,
Yeah, because it
not-
puts you
not-
out of time.
Not because we don't do it, but because we're just not doing it, and everyone else is. Like,
Yeah,
either
I
everyone
almost-
do it or everyone don't do it.
I almost fucked up that Ballina show because I completely forgot Ballina's in New South Wales. And luckily the guy sent us all a message like earlier that afternoon. And he's like, just reminding all the Queensland guys it's daylight savings. So
Yeah.
it was, show started 7 o'clock New South Wales time, but that was 6 o'clock our time.
Oh, wow.
So I would have got there like an hour late.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I've never fucking got all that. Who knows, eh?
Oh my God.
I go to bed at 8 o'clock anyway, so I don't
What are
need
you
more.
doing over there?
I keep hitting the lever on the chair. I'm just gonna stay down.
You got your little tootsies here.
Yeah, I got my feet out. My gross toenails.
I keep getting dead toenails from my boot.
Why?
From my
I've got-
boots, man.
I used to get the worst ingrown toenails.
I've
Have
never
to
had
go and
one.
get them cut out.
Never had one.
Yeah.
Do they rip off your whole toenail?
I think
Nah,
they cut
so-
the
Have you
si-
seen when they do
Ingrown
that?
means it just grows down the sides
Yeah.
into the skin.
So
Yeah.
last few, I can try and tape them, like stretch the side skin so that the nail starts to grow normal. If it gets past that, then I have to go in and they basically cut down the center of the toenail and rip off the like ingrown side.
Oh, that's gross. You know what I
You should see the
hate?
pus that comes out of it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You know what I hate?
I'll
you know
eat
when
it.
people have like the little
You
toe and they don't have no toenail on it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
No, it's like just like a strand of white.
My little toenail is a tube. It's just my left one's fine. I can cut it. The right one is a tube, and I can't.
Bro, you. We have witches' toes, bro.
my dad has the most fucked feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think as you get older, your feet just get fucking. I used to have
My-
perfect feet, man. Oh, you go.
No, I was just gonna say my dad.
Now I'm all self-conscious.
My dad's got diabetes, so he can't feel his feet.
You mean to laugh then?
And he like, his feet are always cut and bleeding and shit. And I'm like, Dad, your feet are bleeding. He's like, oh fuck.
What's he doing?
He does so much fuck shit.
I just kick some
I
shit.
remember one like years ago, like fucking when we first moved up to Brisbane. He was we didn't know. I don't know if he had diabetes then. Like, is that something you've always got?
No, you can.
I think he's got it from like drinking so much and shit like that. But basically, he was chopping a tree down in the front yard, swung, missed the tree, and whacked himself in the shin with the axe. And this thing was fucking gushing blood. But he's just like kept chopping the tree, like didn't realize it had happened. And me and Mum are like, dude, like we're gonna go to hospital. And he's like, oh fuck, yeah, all right.
Is diabetes like you bleed easily or you cut easily or something?
He bleeds like anything.
Isn't that hemophiliacs?
I don't know.
Or is that different?
I don't know. They
But
can't
you-
eat. So
It's
what?
like- it's a
Can you
thick-
eat sugar? What's
No,
I don't
don't-
know what his deal is.
It's
It-
your body doesn't control the insulin.
And there's two different types. One you eat
Yeah.
too much, or one you don't eat enough, or something.
Yeah, so when you eat sugar, you get an insulin spike, and your body controls it somehow. But if you eat too much sugar, your body won't control it, and it can like fuck you up.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's one of those. I just probably fuck. I wish Adrian
I was just
here,
thinking,
man.
my first like week or two of working with you guys again, we had to go renovate that childcare centre on the weekend,
Yeah,
and I was working with Nate,
yeah.
and we were
He's
fucking,
got crazy diabetes to like.
we were
yeah.
fucking around, and obviously like we didn't know each other, so I'm fucking around hardcore, and I'm like joking around, saying all this fucked up shit, and then I said something like I forget what I said I had, and
Scott Malcolm's.
and he's like, oh, I've got diabetes. And I started laughing, and I'm like, oh, yeah, fucking. And I just start ripping on diabetes. Like, half an hour later, he pulls out his little pouch and just lifts his shirt and just, like, jabs his stomach. And I'm like, are you being serious about having diabetes? And he's like, well, this is a bit far into the prank if I'm joking, isn't it? I'm like, I felt so bad. I'm like, I didn't mean all that shit I said.
He was cool with it. Because I remember he wasn't supposed to eat sugar, like at all. It was whatever type that, it's the serious type. And he just bust out a bag of jelly beans and he just starts smashing them. I'm
He
like,
had lollies that day. That's
Yeah.
why I thought he was joking.
I was like, should you be eating these? He's like, nah, it's what, you're not meant to do this. And I'm like, why are you doing it? He's like, because I got this fucking thing where I just fucking stab my stomach with this shit and it controls it.
Yeah.
And then he ended up going to the doctor. And the doctor was like, if you keep doing what you're doing, he was describing to the doctor the way he lives and shit. He's like, because he smoked and shit as well. He's like, if you keep doing what you're doing, you won't you'll be dead within the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And then he he took it seriously and he like stopped. But
Yeah, because like a week later, I went to Smoko shop and came back with a piece of caramel slice. And he's like, oh, they sell caramel slice there. And he went and got some. And I'm like, should you be like packed full of sugar?
you're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
I
Scott Malcolmson.
made a pretty bad joke, like the diabetes joke, to my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
So like this is like we're nude.
Did she have diabetes?
No, it wasn't about diabetes. It's actually like kind of worse. Like I was like, I don't know if I could say this, but like
Say
I
what?
thought this would be funny to send my girlfriend.
First, you
I'm
need to name her where she lives.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right. So I messaged her and I said, "Oh, why'd the chicken cross the road?" She said, "Why? Because your mum has cancer." And then she goes, "Oh, that's actually funny because my mum did have cancer."
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't end very well, eh? Like,
That's actually
Is that why she's your ex?
yeah. But like, I hate those situations.
I don't joke about that anymore because I have kids now and I feel like karma's going to fuck me if I do. Or
I've
I'll
heard
just,
your jokes outside of this podcast, mate.
oh yeah, I've made some bad jokes.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for those jokes.
Yeah,
Why are you looking at me?
but they're jokes.
Because you know them.
They're jokes, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are jokes, but then I don't believe in karma, but I fucking believe in karma. Like, because it'll get you if you don't believe in it.
It will.
Yeah.
We'll get you.
It's already got me. My life sucks.
Yeah, like I think of the way I live now, how I eat, how I drink, and just think I'm so grateful that I'm still healthy, and I should probably stop like being a fucking unhealthy cunt. Like the worst thing I've got's
Not a chance.
yeah. I'm gonna wait till it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best thing to do, eh?
100%.
Well, the worst thing I got is probably I've got hemochromatosis, which is like
What's that?
like your body. So your body produces iron in its blood like naturally, but it gets rid of it too. Whereas my body doesn't get rid of it, so it builds up, and it acts like water in an engine. Eventually, it rusts away. So you have to get blood taken out every 6 months, I think it is. It's called a venesection. So you just take half a litre of blood out and just empties the iron, gets your levels down. But
You want to
It's-
rip on
it's-
that as well?
yeah. But it's like full common, like real common amongst like guys, and you don't even know you have it until one day like your
That's what
testes fucking give out.
So what does it do to you? Does it make you like drowsy or?
Like there's no like they don't really diagnose it until like you're in your 30s, but they found it when I was early 20s
Oh, right.
because my brothers got it. Well, one of my brothers have it. Yeah, it's like a real common. It's something to do with like different types of people having kids, and like they have a thing and they have a thing, and it mixes and it creates. So my kids definitely have it. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
True.
but they won't
Do you
be
have anything
diagnosed.
weird?
Like, if you went to the doctors and got tested for it, you might figure out you have it, unless you've had
Don't
blood
try
tested.
and bring me down with you.
Do you have anything like that?
I used to get bad blood clots in my legs.
Jesus
I
Christ!
had a blood clot.
I got like 3 cut out.
I had 7 heart
Cut
attacks.
it out.
Yeah, I got dirty scars because I was scared of stitches as well. So I wouldn't let them stitch them. So I'm just like, so they butterfly stitched them and now I've got like gaping scars.
When was this?
Oh, like grade 6, grade 7.
Blood clots.
One was from a softball hitting it. And then it just swelled up and I had to get it cut out. And the other one was I tried to jump up on like a brick wall at the swimming pool
Yeah,
and it just fucking bruised up.
it just clotted.
Yeah.
I was playing. Okay, long story short, we were playing
This isn't going to be short.
tackle footy in like grade 8, and I remember getting tackled. I was shit at footy, but I got tackled and I got hit in the nuts real hard, and I don't know, for like a good month after I had sorest nuts, and I ended up going to the doctors and they thought they were twisted. Anyway, and then eventually they sort of just stopped hurting. I was like, whatever, it's fine now. We don't have to like do anything else because I was sick of people feeling my nuts. And then it was like a couple of years ago, I had to leave work because the same nut just swelled up to the size of a fucking, I'm going to say a golf ball, which is like, it was massive, or probably bigger than a golf ball. And it was so uncomfortable. And I went, they did an ultrasound and shit, and I've got a thing called Hydroseal, which sounds like a mad fridge brand, but it's not.
Sounds like a silicon brand.
Yeah, Hydroseal. And it's something to do with like when your nuts drop when you're born, because you know how it's a thing, apparently your nuts have to drop or some shit. Yeah. When they come through like this tissue, and the tissue seals up behind it, but sometimes it doesn't. So you get random like fluid that just comes down and just fills up your nuts.
True.
And it's called Hydroseal, and it's not sealed. And every now and then, like it hasn't happened for like years, but it must have happened that first time when I was like in grade 8, and then like a couple of years ago it happened. But they said it was that. And they also said I had like this thing that could be a cyst and I should get it checked out, and I never went back. Jokes on them, I had 2 kids.
I twisted my nut. I've twisted my nut. It's not the best, eh?
Twisted your nut?
I twisted my nut when I was like 10.
That's a mad jerk-off session.
I'd hate anything to go wrong down there, eh?
Oh, mate, it's not fun.
Because I could just imagine, like, it's not going to look the biggest at the doctors. like you're scared.
Or when you're a teenager, sitting in the waiting room, getting a boner, just like, don't call my name.
When I twisted my nut, though, they come in real early. I think I told you this.
I think you were telling me this the other day.
So, like, they come in, like, 7 in the morning to come check on me. Because, like, I was in there for, like the whole day. I went in, like, 7 in the morning. And I stayed overnight. They come in 7 in the morning, like, the next day. And, like, they woke me up. And, like, I'm 10. So, I had, like, morning wood. Yeah. But, like, they're just, like, looking at me like I'm the weirdo. Like you just walk in on a young man.
Yeah, who's the weirdo?
And, like, I've had to, like, hold it back. Like,
did they, like, know?
Yeah, of course they knew, man. But, like, I couldn't do anything because, like, they come in and, like, had to wake me up.
Did you apologise?
I'm like, no, I was, like, 10, man, so I'm just sitting there.
You're like, take it as a compliment,
like,
doctor.
I feel like I got molested.
Oh, fuck. That's so good.
I went through a phase of, like, I haven't told anyone this. But it was probably, like, last year. It was a good year of just... Whenever I took a shit, I would sneeze.
Why?
Just I could not take a shit without sneezing, and
like a forced sneeze.
No, just
or
like
your
I'd be
body
shit.
just did it.
I don't know if you guys notice what happens when you sneeze, but your muscles contract, and when you're mid shit, the exit signs turn off, and it just contracts back up, and
fuck.
It was just, I don't know what it was, but it lasted like a good year. I'm like, I gotta take a shit, I'm gonna sneeze mid shit, and it's gonna be uncomfortable.
That is so fucking random.
Yeah, it stopped though, it's good. It's, someone will watch me go to the toilet and then hears, achoo, fuck.
Oh, fuck. That's actually nuts.
Yeah. No,
did you get that looked at?
You didn't know.
What do I say?
Exactly that.
Yeah. Doctor's going to be like, I can't give you anything. Yeah. I don't know if it's a pressure thing or pushing too hard. It's just a weird thing.
I'm scared of hemorrhoids.
Yeah, they scare
me
shit.
too a little bit, eh?
Like, I don't want to go get them checked out.
I thought I had one when I was like, I don't know, 20, 22 or something.
What's a hemorrhoid? Is it just like a
prolapse?
An abrasion?
I think
prolapse.
I think it is a prolapse, isn't it?
Arsehole's coming out.
Yeah. Because I remember I had this painful thing for ages, and then like one day I just couldn't bear it, so I had to ask Nikita to come have a look.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you wipe first?
Wait, what? She had to come and look at your asshole.
Yeah, like it was to that point. And I was like...
How did that go down logistically? Like, so
I was in the shower and then she's like... Because she wanted to look for... Like, every time I was bitching about it, she's like, give me a look. And I'm like, nah. And then eventually it got to the point where I was like, can you look at this?
Yeah.
And then I just... Yeah.
Did you get that checked out?
Nah, well, she had a look and she thought it might have just been like a little pimple or something.
She's looking at it and you sneeze. Yeah, fuck yeah.
And then it went away like a few days later. So
I can't talk because I got circumcised when I was like 18 or whatever, and I had to do the whole like 22 stitches I think in the knob. And I remember the next day, being a fucking 18-year-old, waking up with a morning wood and splitting a stitch.
Oh.
And I remember there was a blood drip on the carpet, which stayed there for fucking years. But I remember like freaking out when I saw blood, and I called, like, I was like, walked out. I said, "Mum, my dick's bleeding. You're going to have to look at it." And she's like, "Show me your dick." And it was so awkward.
That would
But I
have
had
been
to.
fucking awkward.
I ripped my
Fuck
stitches out because I got circumcised at 6.
16.
6.
6. So
Yeah.
you were 6, I was 18.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't remember. I probably would have been like 10 or so, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we were late with our circumcision.
I know.
Actually, when you're born,
It's supposed to happen when you're born. But you got our kids like half late.
did you
Oh,
get your
God.
kids sacked?
Oh, it's a bit personal, isn't it?
Well, like, 'cause
Why do you want to know what?
I think it's weird.
You into kids?
Nah,
dicks?
so we had to get both our kids done, both for medical reasons.
Fair.
Samesies.
I think it's weird when
It's so common.
people aren't
Mm.
extra skin.
Have you ever seen a porno like with no circumcised dicks? And it's like, what's going on here? There's so much extra shit just happening. I can't concentrate.
How funny was the other day though?
What? I knew you'd know about it. That's I fucking knew.
I thought, I'm like, bro, my algorithm's fucked up.
What are we laughing about?
So we were just working the other day, and I don't even remember how it came up. I think we were pressuring one of our like work colleagues into his porn habits or something like that, and then it hit me, and I was like, because we've had plenty of discussions about our porn algorithms and shit like that. So then I was like, "Oh, Jake, have you seen this fucking video on Pornhub at the moment?" And I like thought I was going to have to fully describe it like to him, but I just started it. And I'm like, it's a video where like, and I just got to like, he's sucking his dick, and then I didn't get the rest. And Jake's like, I fucking saw that. But basically, this dude's sucking his own dick, and then this chick's like licking his ass.
But like, I only watched like it went through. So like, you know,
Does
like
Pornhub have reels or something going
Yeah,
on?
like it shows
You can
like,
hover, you touch the picture, and it shows you like
all the
Oh, okay.
little
maybe like 10 stills
Yeah.
throughout the video.
And I
Yeah.
seen that, and I'm like, I thought my eyes were fucking up, but it was just like this guy sucking his own willy, and I'm like,
Willy.
Willie was he?
it was, and I was like, man, my algorithm.
It was nuts, eh?
And she was licking his bum.
Yeah, like, it's so weird, man.
It was weird, hey. It was
And why
weird
did
to
it
see.
show up on my like For You page?
James has liked this video.
Pornhub comments are the best though.
They're pretty good, eh? It's a
Like-
good laugh.
I've never like, if a couple of times I've clicked into comments to see what people talk about, and it's always like, who is she? Like someone's gonna
Yeah,
know
yeah.
and someone's gonna answer. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
I like the ones where it's like, she put in all that effort and all this pathetic piece of shit could give her was those 3 little spurts at the end or something like that.
It's probably like route number 7 that day. It's pathetic that he put that much effort into a comment.
Yeah. Fucking, what I was going to get up.
Jesus.
Can you please get me another drink?
Yeah, can you get me one more?
Yeah.
I'm just contemplating quickly going for a pee.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Don't sneeze.
Why'd you say yeah like that?
We'll be back after this ad break, and then play the music.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot off real quick.
Play the music, and then we'll get going again.
Just the 0 beers.
No, they're White Claws.
We did
They
a quick
count.
ad read for you, James.
Did ya?
Yep.
Decrust.
Decrust.
What's that?
What was that?
Scabs.
Gets the scabs off your dick.
And then do you eat them?
Well, listen to the ad later on.
Okay.
You may be sued.
May have to be cut.
Yeah, you might want to cut that one out. I wrote a thing down the other day because I wanted to remember what I wrote because it was hard to explain.
Sounds like some good poetry.
It is. I once had a mouse, it died. No. So, the other day I was drinking and I put down my beer and then it was half full or half empty, however you want to look at it. and I like forgot where I'd put it. And I was like, I could sense that I'd done that. Like
Right.
I just didn't feel right. I was about to go get another beer, and I was like, no, I'm not going to get another beer and open it because I know I've put one down, but I couldn't remember whether I had or not. But I had this weird, so I've called it alcoholic sensory syndrome. And I wrote down the definition, and it's when you place down a half-finished beer and later sense that you've done so without remembering when, where, or if it actually ever happened, sending you on a quest, distracting you from your social environment. Has that ever happened with you guys?
Mate, that happens to me all the time.
It's fucked, and it's a real thing, and I think we should raise awareness to this.
Like if you have like a big party at the end of the night, you find so many like half full
drunk,
cans.
I think it's a real thing, and no one's really bringing this like to the attention of like the serious
Would
topic
you like
that
to
it
start
is.
a movement?
I think. I don't know why you guys are laughing. I think this is a serious issue.
Yeah.
Like it's.
What's your main concern? Just the waste of alcohol, or the?
Well, the fact that like you're trying to socialize with people, and this is on the back of or the front of your mind, and you're like, you've got a fresh drink, and you're like, I'm drinking this, but it just doesn't feel right because I haven't finished the last one, and it's somewhere, and I'm gonna walk past it later, and it's sitting on the toilet windowsill, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, there it is, and it's warm, but you got to drink it anyway, just to fulfill that need of.
I've personally always been pretty good with it.
Yeah.
Mine usually sit next to me.
I always twist my things as well, so I know which ones are mine.
That's a good idea.
That's a smart idea. I like to do that, and then like you can crack it, and it like pours heaps better.
I want to Apple tag all my drinks.
So a guy in grade 10 showed me that he did that, to show which way his cans. And then he started to get pissed off because I was like, that's a good idea. So I started to do it as well.
I'll twist left, you twist right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
alcoholic
I just look for that.
sensory syndrome. So I'm going to tag that as my thing,
Okay.
and it's going to become a thing.
Let me know how that goes.
Well, I get like that when I lose me vape. But I like freak out.
Vapeaholic sensory syndrome.
Like you do the whole time.
I saw a crushed vape the other day on the work site, like on the road in front of the main work site we keep going to. And I was like, is this jokes?
Yeah, probably. I crushed my AirPod yesterday with the lawnmower.
What?
Yeah, another one.
Another one.
I was telling him I was installing an integrated dishwasher the other day. I got a pair of AirPods last week. And
Apple ones.
yeah, I've fucking hated them. I don't know why everyone likes them. But basically, I was doing this integrated dishwasher, and I'd put my arm back up under to grab the pipe, and the sink cupboard was here, and it's just fucking dropped out and done like the slow motion bounce and fallen down the hole. And I'm like, that better not have gone down the waste pipe. But luckily, it was like tucked in the the area, not down the drain pipe.
Because you lost yours down the pipe.
Yeah. So
I
I
was
borrowed my
fucking
missus,
Hey,
and then I borrowed my missus' AirPods.
you ran over with the
And I
lawnmower.
ran over with the lawnmower yesterday.
How? Like the packet?
Because
Or
like there was
the
this tree,
case?
so I'm like getting in nice and close on the tree, and it must have like knocked it out. And because I've got around it twice, it must have just like got it.
So you don't know when your AirPods fall out. So do you even
No, 'cause
listen to anything?
Majority of the time when they're in my ear, they're actually paused because like someone's talked to me and I just forget to press play.
Do you have the pros?
Yeah, yeah.
That, like, my last headphones said they were noise cancelling, but these ones, like, are actually noise cancelling. Like, I put them in and they, like, you
They're
can't
good.
hear anything.
Mine are fucked. So I can't use noise cancelling. It goes it just goes like it statics
Because
out.
mine are echoey as fuck. Like, everything was an echo. I think,
How
I
much
don't
you
know,
pay for them?
like $400, I think, and then I got the extended warranty.
Sucker.
Well, I got that on my last pair as well, and luckily, because they fucked out. I think
What happened to the last pair?
they just started to get real quiet, and the charge just started, like, they went from going all day to like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So I just went in there and I'm like, these just said that, and they're like, okay, we'll replace them. But they just give you a voucher, so.
I buy mine. I buy a new pair every time I get enough Qantas points built up because it's connected to my credit card. Now I pay everything on credit card and then pay that off. So it's just nothing points. But then I look and it's like, oh, you have 50,000 points on your Qantas. I was like, fuck yeah. So I just like buy new AirPods. But
I went to go look for some new AirPods today, but I couldn't find them at JB Hi-Fi.
What did you have? Boss ones.
I had
No,
Beats.
Beats.
No, but the AirPods just look sleek. Like everything else just looks weird to me.
They look.
The other ones
a
look
lot-
like fucking hearing aids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not
Like
AirPods,
I didn't
it's
like
hearing
yours
aids.
because they wrapped around your ear.
But you could fucking do anything.
that's-
with them.
that's-
They were never going to
That's
fall
the
down a
problem with
waste
them.
pipe.
This thing, they fall out all the time.
Yeah, they've. So
I noticed mine fall out every time I'm using a planer because I squint in a certain way and it like the muscles contract and my ears like
yeah,
just release the AirPods.
I think I'm getting used to them now.
Yeah.
I think they're good just because they're Apple. Like,
I was going
You
to
know
get an
Trent-
Apple Watch as well, and like when I was looking at them, I'm like, I'm just going to get a normal
Yeah,
watch
I'm
now.
just going to get a clock on my wrist.
Yeah,
when I got my new phone, you could get the Apple Watch with it,
yeah.
but they like ran out. I was spewing, like I would love an everyday watch.
You know you can do transparency mode on not transparency mode, live listen or some shit with your AirPods. So you can put your phone somewhere, put it on live listen and walk
Oh, really?
the whole distance of the range of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
headphones and you can hear what's happening exactly where your phone is.
Yeah.
So you can like spy on things.
My range is nowhere near as good either than my
True.
Beats. Fucking pissed.
Yeah, it's bullshit, eh?
Mate.
People think that like because it's Apple, that product is the best.
Yeah.
But it's they literally come in with the last. They're the last to come in with the like latest technology. So like Samsung will do everything.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
have 60 cameras on it, and then Apple's like, we have 4 cameras, and everyone's like, whoa, man.
Yeah, but it's heaps better than Samsung. Like Samsungs are pieces of shit. It's just so.
I wouldn't know.
It's so
Um,
impractical, man.
Katie has a Samsung.
Oh, what'd you get for your Spotify Wrapped? How
Um,
many minutes did you get?
31,000, I think.
Lucky numbers.
Yeah, that's what my missus said. I posted the thing and she goes, lol. I'm like, I thought you were going to give me shit about how much Spotify I
Bro,
listen
you
to.
had.
That
does-
doesn't include podcasts though, wouldn't?
Yeah,
does
it does.
I
it?
think it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
So, but like, if you listen to nothing but podcasts and it doesn't mention, it just
So I had 88,000 something, and 71,000 of those were podcasts.
So does
Oh,
that
okay.
count on 3? Like, just say how long's your average podcast? Like 3 hours, but you listen.
Nah, average one's probably like hour and a half.
Yeah, because you listen on the speed.
Oh
But
yeah,
does
I
that
listen.
account for 3 hours or? Just
I don't know.
the
I've
hour
always
and a half?
wondered that.
yeah, true. I never thought of that.
I wish. Is there a way to see last year's? Because I swear last year I got 92,000.
Did you post on Instagram?
I ended
No,
up
I
getting
didn't have
Apple
Instagram back
Music
then.
done one today, or maybe yesterday, and I got another
Who's got
40
Apple
hours.
Music?
40
Yeah, I know.
Apart from you and
on
Adrian.
that.
I was wondering as well. Do you reckon you could rort the system, like listen to your music as per usual, and then that last week of November, just put your phone somewhere on repeat with
The one
fucking
song.
some gay songs,
Yeah,
and then just completely change your
Yeah,
top
you
five?
probably.
yeah,
would.
but because
I
mine,
want to try that next year.
mine says
My top songs were only played like 20 times.
Yeah, I listened to my like playlist they put together,
Yeah.
and I thought it would be like full songs that you listen to, because a lot of the time I just put on like hip hop playlist or
mine's like
country playlist.
mine's
or something
Lippy and
like that.
Wiggles and shit.
Yeah, and it was just playing all these songs because I'm listening to it and it starts the song and I'm like, I don't even fucking know this song.
Yeah,
and then I
I've got
look
a
at
few
it,
of them.
and then it'd just be like something on a playlist that I've always like hit skip on, but
Yeah.
because I've like listened to a bit
Started
of
it.
it's like, oh, James loves this song.
Yeah, I like the stats it gave. Like they went more in depth. Every year they get more in depth with like your bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like you've played 1,800 songs, and then it tells you like the number one song you've listened to. I think they work it out statistically, like the song that you've like listened to once and then kept listening to,
Yeah,
and it was like you've listened to it 52 times this year or whatever it was for.
I was not expecting my top song. I really don't think I listened to
What'd
it
you
that
get?
many
What'd you
times. I got fucking Last One Standing. Like the Venom fucking one
Oh,
with
really?
Eminem. And
Really?
Yeah, I know.
That song?
I know. It's so random. And I'm like,
I don't even think I know the words. to
I'm
that
like,
song.
I've listened to it. And
Yeah,
I know
it's a good song.
I'm like,
but-
I went through a phase where I'd skip to like the Eminem fucking verse. And then apparently it's like my most listened to song. So
Mine
I
was-
played it like a ridiculous amount.
I got the Boxer by Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, right.
Listen,
that's
most
crack, though.
what top artist or song?
I think I might go to Spotify full time though.
I
Do
got
it, get those numbers up.
No, well, I can listen to it on my PlayStation as well, like what you play.
Oh, okay.
So like, get
My-
podcasting.
my top artist was Leon Bridges. And then Chris Stapleton was my second top artist, but I only started listening to him in the last month. Or like last 2
but
months.
you've had him
maybe.
on repeat.
Repeat every fucking day I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you just discover something. And then John Mayer, Bon Iver, and then Powderfinger. I don't even remember listening to Powderfinger at all.
Yeah, mine was pretty unexpected.
Yeah, 31,000.
Plus one's Danny.
Yeah, I know, it's
Such a great
nuts.
song. But it's cool how they do that.
Yeah, it is cool.
You get to see where all your hours
It's cool how much
But
they know about
It
you.
shows how much you're at work.
Yeah,
But like that's the thing.
My-
Like all today, I had Spotify playing outside on the stereo. I just pressed random on my other phone. It's connected to the outdoor stereo,
Yeah.
and it just plays all day. I don't know what the fuck's playing.
Yeah.
They tell me what to listen to.
last year, because Westy basically fucked up my whole algorithm last year because he was obsessed with like Wiggles and fucking all that shit. So when I got my Wrapped last year, it was not me, and this year's was a lot better.
I love
Like
Lippy.
I could post shit this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to Spotify for
Yeah, do it.
do it. Pay for
I
it.
don't like having to get. But I use YouTube heaps as well. YouTube's like my number.
Do you pay for
probably my
YouTube?
number- Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
have to.
I've been getting random times where I can minimize the YouTube screen and use my phone. You right?
It was frothing again.
Ah.
I thought we were going to have another explosion.
boy. And then I can lock my phone and listen to YouTube, but I haven't paid for any subscription.
Yeah, you tried
But-
to get that up while Steve was here.
Yeah, but it only happens in some live streams. So it's such a weird glitch. A good glitch.
You got to pay for YouTube, man.
While we're talking about rich cunts like you with YouTube,
How much does it cost?
how's
$10 a month.
That's a lot.
this ATM? ATM machine goes viral for displaying users' bank account balances in a leaderboard. So once you withdraw,
Oh, that's sad.
it is, isn't it?
That's awesome. Yeah, that's like the arcade machines. Where
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone wanted
But
to
it's
be
your
triple.
real life bank
Yeah,
account.
AAA.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, eh?
You'd be
pretty
stoked if you had the top score.
Yeah,
Right? You'd be like,
100%.
yeah,
Top score.
going in there negative 63.
Me too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty fucking crazy.
If I think I said it before, if I was rich, I'd just print out a receipt and then
Just leave it there.
just step back and just let someone else read my receipt and then see the look on their face.
Fuck, man, I wish I was rich. Buy so much dumb shit.
Would ya?
Yeah, 100%.
Like this chick. Florida woman sues Kraft for $5 million after her mac and cheese took over the advertised 3.5 minutes to cook.
Wow.
I know.
Wait, talk about a fucking fuck generation.
That's like you. That's definitely Gen Z.
You fucking gen
You
cunts.
fucked it for us all.
Yeah. Mac and cheese. Oi, that would be burnt.
Did you?
Who the fuck still eating mac
I
and
used to
cheese?
fucking live off that
Yeah,
shit.
me
eh?
too.
It was
but I
so
don't eat that
good.
shit no more.
My mate cooked some one day and he forgot to put the water in. The biggest, blackest cloud came flying out of the microwave, eh? It was so hectic.
I haven't really eaten mac and cheese until like the last couple of years when randomly Katie would cook it for the kids.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize macaroni was just like pasta.
What do you think it was?
I don't fucking like mac and cheese. I just thought I'd never thought of it.
Yeah, okay.
It was like
yeah.
macaroni, pasta, cheese. It's just pasta and cheese. With a bit of with cream or some shit. I don't know. Like it's such a simple thing.
Yeah. It's fucking delicious.
How good is it?
Yeah, my problem is, but I've got to
Should it be
add
orange or
cheese
yellow?
to it. So it just makes it like extra fattening.
Fat cunt. Is it? Oh, we got me here with my ribs exposed and shit. It's meant to be orange or yellow. I thought.
I thought it was yellow.
I thought it was yellow, but then
What colour should cheese be?
Yellow.
I suppose it's different.
Yellow, 100%.
That's orange.
I thought it was supposed to be like a whitey yellow.
I don't know. Do you like? Are you one of those guys that like eat the cheese platters when people bring them out?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Depending. Like, oh yeah, we went to a kid's birthday the other day.
No, the cheese platter.
Oh, they had
Shittest
no.
birthday
They
ever.
had because they were Greek. They had fucking just platters everywhere, like meat platters, cheese platters, biscuit fucking things. We had to dig through the biscuits to find the lower biscuits and shit. Like they were so thick, and they put so much money. They put like thousands of dollars into like jumping castles, pony rides and shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, the main like 'cause usually you just chuck a sausage sizzle up or whatever. They had like what are they called? What are Greek people? They have like the Greek wrap, like there's like a wrap with fucking meat and tzatziki sauce and shit.
Yeah,
What's that
I know
called?
what you're talking about.
Don't know.
You never had them? Oh
No.
man, sometimes you get chips in them too, eh? I've been talking
Probably.
about the same, bro. It's so good.
Anyway, it was just like this. Anyway, everything they brought out would just get smashed by flies, and no one made any effort to push the flies off. So I'm like, I'm not eating a single fucking thing. Yeah. I
Why
felt
didn't you
like,
go over and start blowing them off?
when I walked past, I was like, this is just left the building, and it's here now, and it's just covered in flies, and I'm push them away, and they just move around your hand, and they go back to the tzatziki
Are you a
sauce.
picky eater? You look like
Yeah,
a
I'm
picky
pretty
eater.
picky.
I'm pretty picky.
You're picky.
I'm picky when it comes to like germ shit,
Dude,
but I'll eat anything.
remember that time we went to Subway?
Yeah. It was normal.
So, no, it was 100% not normal. So we were at work one day, me, Jake, and another guy. We went to Subway on the way back to the shed, and all three of us got chicken teriyaki. And while she was scooping it out, I'm like, that's not chicken teriyaki. Like it looked like pulled pork or something. Like normally chicken teriyaki, you get nice big bits of chicken like chunks with the teriyaki sauce on it. But this was like shredded.
Stringy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
real stringy, real gross looking. And while she's tipping it on, I was like, I don't think I can eat this. Anyway, we all go sit down, and I take a bite, and I'm like, I can't fucking do it. So I just scrape it all off, and I just eat my bread. And these two are just like fucking hoeing into it, and they're like, this is delicious and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, it's
But-
so bad.
But yeah, I'd be the same. Like I'd be like what?
You'd
If-
just eat it.
Well, if
Don't
I
eat
knew,
anything.
well, like if you knew that it was another ingredient which was perfectly safe, I'd accept the fact that it was like maybe pork, and I like pork.
No,
so
but
I'd
it
just
was
eat
it was 100% chicken teriyaki
So you didn't want to eat it because it didn't.
because it just didn't look like chunks.
No, it didn't look right.
True.
It looked
You,
gross.
you
was
eat
pretty
Macca's
disappointed.
chicken nuggets, or
Yeah.
does that look like chicken?
Yeah, it does.
Whatever that is, it tastes better than chicken.
What does?
It's
Chicken
better
nuggets.
than chicken.
Yeah, fucking
Right,
hell.
it's so
It's so good. Macca's is so good.
I'm getting Macca's on the way home.
What about
So
when
excited.
you and I were at Macca's fucking Subway like the other week, and she put she put the wrong sauce on, and then tried to scrape the sauce off with half your ingredients, and then it was like embedded into the bread, and then she's like, "Oh, do you want to start again?" And you're like, "Nah, it's all good."
Yeah, but
I was like,
bro, we're
"Can't."
the only ones in the store, and it took like a solid 15 minutes. I swear to God.
Just to make a sub. And
Like, they
I
had two people on it. I was like,
there's two people making
I'm
the
not
sub.
going through this whole venture again.
So we walked in, right? He ordered a sub. I just wanted a water. I didn't want a Subway. And so I went straight to the register with the water. Two people walked out expecting two subs, and then they realised I didn't want one. So they both tried to make one sub. It was like too many cooks in the fucking kitchen. And so she you know when they're halfway through putting sauce on and there's not enough and they run out, so they go grab another bottle. She yelled at her to go get it. So she went around and grabbed, it looked the same, but it was a different sauce. And she started putting it on. She goes, "Oh no, that's not it." And then she started trying to like butter knife it off. And then it was already like inside the bread and shit. And then she looked sort of at you and was like, "Oh, do you want us to like start again?" Or I don't know what she said.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fucking whatever.
Fuck
I don't
that.
give a fuck. I would have done the same. I would have been like, I don't
All I
give
was
a fuck.
getting was
Like
a
extra
palm.
flavour.
All I was getting was a palmy sub, and they fucked it up. Like,
Yeah.
and I had to pay for that.
Yeah. You didn't have to pay for extra sauce though. So you got a good deal.
But you can get all the sauces. Have you seen when the guy that runs the machine gets Subway? He gets every single sauce.
Really?
Yeah, every single sauce
Runs the machine.
at work.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, he gets every single sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Do you have to pay extra for that?
No, you just the only thing you got to
What?
pay extra for is the
That would
ingredients.
be like.
Bro, he got. I was
Why?
standing there, and he's like
Must be rolling.
ordering like. Yeah. But he ordered every single sauce, man. Like, I was standing behind him, he got every single one. I'm like, bro,
just
come
was so
on.
Well, just like a squirt of every sauce.
Like, you're just taking away from the flavour of everything.
How many
you got.
sauces are there? Like
There's
10?
Yeah.
Like more?
Remember in the old days when there was
They
only
don't
like
even have all of them on show. They've got some of them like out the back in the fridge.
fuck.
Nuts.
That's psychopathic.
That is actually crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
I get two.
I get 2,
And I've
which I feel excessive when I say 2.
I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, I felt
getting
weird
a bit fat today, you know.
because I used to have a regular order at Subway, and I had 2. It was like the club, and then if I was feeling adventurous, I'd get the chicken palmy, but I'd get barbecue sauce with the palmy sauce.
Whoa.
And I felt like I was just being a fat cunt. I was like, can I get extra sauce on that? But yeah. Anyway,
It is the best fast food though, Subway.
yeah, it's not that good for you. People
I
think it's so
Yeah,
good for you.
It's
It's
so
the
yum,
worst, man.
So yum. Can't beat Italian herbs. I was so disappointed I didn't get it on Friday
Why didn't you get it on Friday?
because I bought salad, and I was like, oh, I'll just go get a spring roll
You don't make friends with
instead of making, a $20 Subway order. And she gave me Chico rolls, and I was like,
Oh, was this Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah. Fucking hell. All right, we happy to call it there?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Put your hands together.
Don't we pray?
Oh, we're doing
Yeah, okay.
end pray?
Off you go.
You lead.
You go.
Put your hands together.
You go. You go.
Take it away.
Are you gonna put your no? Pray. If you want me to say it, I'm not.
This is how I pray.
Kanye West.
Thank you, God.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
God damn.
That was a complete waste of time.
Anyway.
All right, too easy. See you later.
Bye.